One of the things that's been a massive searched item in the last couple of weeks is getting the internet out of your car. Now, a lot of people would say, well, why would you do that? Well, if you don't like to be tracked and you don't want your driving habits and other stuff that's associated with what goes on with your vehicle shared with who knows who, right? It just goes out into the ether and they do whatever they want with it. People are taking to pulling those out. Now, some cars like mine, I was lucky, it just aged out and they got rid of the system. So like my M5s, the F10s had a 3G radio, gone. Now, ones that have LTE are still active, at least for a few more years. And ones that have 5G, well, you guys are screwed. Well, we're going to talk about that today. And we're going to talk about how, it's not a tutorial, but we're going to talk about what the benefits are of removing it right after this. Guys, before we get into today's video, we got to talk about the giveaway on the channel. We have the combo, which is up right now. When you go over to the website, you could pick up this OBD scan tool, which is shipped and sold by Amazon. So we don't have the problems that we've had with third-party vendors doing BS, right? Or not being able to keep up. They have 30-something thousand of these things in stock, so I don't foresee that being a problem of it selling out. But if you want to get in on it and get a massive amount of extra entries on either because it's going to put you in on the Durango and the Ram TRX. Now's the time to do it. Link is in the description down below, tk'sgarage.bigcartel.com. Also, if you want to just pick up shirts, hats, hoodies, we got these hats over on the website. You can go pick them up at tk'sgarage.com, and that will get you in at $1 per one entry. There are some different wallpaper packs and digital products that are up there that'll have massive multipliers on it as well. We can completely run that site so the haters can pound sand. So feel free to go get in on it. Link in the description down below, tk'sgarage.bigcartel.com and tk'sgarage.com. So you've probably seen an article, you've seen some shit that's been out there where you're like, damn, so they can just track everything? You've probably seen the lawsuits where GM got sued because they were sharing that information with insurance companies. You probably, especially if you have a Tesla, you give them, direct access to your car so they can see your driving habits, how hard you pull in terms of the EV, how you drive, how many miles you drive, and your rate of insurance is determined by how you drive the car, right? Well, that is basically what every insurance company wants, and they've been lobbying to get access to everybody's digital radios in the car. And what I mean by digital radios is not your AM, FM radio, not your Sirius XM radio, but the cellular radio in the car, how your car can get updates, right? Now, for some people, this isn't going to work, right? Some people like to have the latest and greatest software in their car. Okay, cool. But this might not be for you. But I also have to caution that if you remove the module from your car that removes the 4G or 5G internet, if you ever pair your phone via Bluetooth, it could pull data. It could use your phone as a modem to still send that data. So also, like if you're gonna use a device, it'd have to be a phone, like an old iPhone or something that you're using as an iPod that has no SIM card in it to be able to do that. That's a way around that. I've heard people saying like, well, if you pair your phone, you're doing all that for nothing. Not true. You could do, like I have my old iPhone 13. I use it to keep notes or whatever when I'm talking. And I also use it as basically an iPod. It's not connected to a cellular network. It just plugs into my car and runs my music. Pretty simple. There are some pending legislation where some different congressmen are trying to put forward legislation that would limit the ability for car manufacturers to have people have access to your TCM. There's other companies right now like Flock that are working to be able to use some of the electronic signatures that come from your car that they also pair to the cameras and your cell phone and your Bluetooth headphones to be able to track everywhere that you freaking go. It is an absolute shit show. As somebody that's worked in intelligence for 20 plus years before I retired, I can tell you this. It makes people that used to do my job, it makes it very easy. Like you got to think of, you literally carry surveillance devices with you 24/7, right? Your cell phone, your AirPods, your Bluetooth headphones, your watches, all of that stuff tracks every single place you've been, right? And every place you go. If you not saying like, oh, I don't do anything wrong, TK, so why am I worried about it? I don't break the law. It's not about you breaking the law. You could just be caught, your car, because your TCM, right? Your telematics unit is saying that you were in this area, right? And they pair that with your cell phone, and somebody, you're in a white Camry for say, and it's communicating, and it, recorded the location of where you were at, and your cell phone was there, and somebody else that's up the street that's in a white Camry like yours does a drive-by shooting, and it gets picked up or something on a ring cam. Guess who's going to get charged with that if they see another white Camry and they don't have the tag from the original one? They're going to come after you. And I did this when I did the story on Flock, where you saw that lady who they were trying to charge with package theft because her vehicle was in an area. Like, are you fucking shitting me? You got to be kidding me. But no, they're not. That's exactly what they're doing. And that's why people are moving to delete these connections from their cars. Now, for me, as a Dodge guy, even with the new Dodge system, it's very easy to remove the cellular radio. And in fact, I have to see what the legality is on it before I share it. There is a product. I will just tell you this. You can Google for a product that is a USB drive that you can plug into your car, and it will destroy the cellular radio. And it works for multiple companies. Google for it. You'll find what I'm talking about. And it will literally nuke. It doesn't affect the radio. Your AM and FM radio still works. Your GPS map still works. If you got Sirius XM radio, that still works. Which, by the way, Sirius XM, at least in Stellantis products or FCA products, right? So that's Fiat, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Maserati, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know if Peugeot's using UConnect yet, but those systems that have Sirius XM are also able to be tracked even if they don't have an internet connection. And that's through Sirius XM Guardian. So that's something you might want to think about too. Obviously, it sucks because we see Mopars get stolen all the time. They don't ever get found. So it's like I said, you can remove all of that. But, I believe if you do remove the Guardian, the GPS thing, your GPS might not work. Most people have Apple CarPlay or whatever. And again, if your phone is connected to the internet and you do pair it to your car, there is the possibility that your car will send that data over your cell phone's radio. So you could use Wi-Fi, I guess, turn the Bluetooth off. I'm sure there's a way around it where you can actually use your phone. I haven't dug that deep into that part, but this is just getting rid of the initial privacy concern, right? If you have older vehicles, like my BMWs are 2016, the baby BMW is 2020. So the 2 Series still has an LTE radio. And that's located in the trunk. It's located in the back with another thing. And it's not hard. It's literally like this. You just unplug it and it doesn't connect, and it won't connect to BMW online or none of that shit. And most cars are the same. You can literally Google for it. I mean, OnStar is the same way. I hate saying that because, car thieves do use this information, but believe me, if they're already stealing cars, they know how to disable OnStar. But a lot of people that have OnStar enabled for GM vehicles, most of the time that module is right behind your glove box. You literally just pull the door out. You have to take it all the way out and look in there and just pull that shit out. Call it a day. This is only educational for you guys that want to not feel like you're constantly being tracked. If you guys are interested in me doing like how-to videos on different brands and how to remove this shit, I'll happily do it. You guys just let me know in the comments. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.